Season 2 of my life was one of the coldest, most heartless, most intense seasons I've ever lived through, and people don't even realize it yet. They think it was just dating. No, that was emotional winter. Ask Protocol K. She knows better than anyone, because she wanted me in her life more than she currently admits until one day it felt like she didn't. And globally, everyone knows why now. And that's the scary part. Not rejection, inconsistency. People who are warm when life is comfortable, but distant the moment their world shifts in their favor. Those are dangerous people. Because you don't want someone holding your heart who might drop it the second life stops working for them. 1 minute you're essential, the next minute you're optional. No explanation, no conversation. That's not growth. That's emotional negligence. Now here's the wild part. In season 2, episode 1, we actually find out the real reason why everything changed. And trust me, you don't get that information for free. You gotta read the Kindle book. This is not a free sample situation. This is premium emotional intel. That chapter will have you sitting there like, wait, that's why? Peace isn't cold. Peace is just consistent. Then there was Nutty Nika. People, why are you on a dating app knowing you're leaving for New York? That's not dating. That's setting up a brick wall and telling somebody to sprint. She knew she was leaving. I didn't. And it got worse. She canceled the second date and didn't even reschedule. Not because she couldn't, because she didn't care. That's the irresponsible part. If you don't want to see someone again, just say that. Don't leave people standing in limbo like an unanswered email. That's not honesty. That's carelessness. That's like inviting somebody to dinner after you already paid the bill and walked out the restaurant. That's how selfish the world is now. Nobody says, I'm unavailable. They say, let's see where this goes. It's going nowhere. You knew that. Your calendar knew that. Your suitcase absolutely knew that. Episode 3 took a dark turn. That's when I met Analog Bonnie. Very attractive, looked the part, but her photos looked like they were taken with a disposable camera from the 1980s. Every picture looked like it survived a house fire. I'm staring at my phone like, why does every photo look like a cold case file? And how do you drive from North Carolina to Tennessee just to confuse somebody? That's not effort. That's commitment to nonsense. You ever meet somebody attractive but the vibe feels historical? She talking about, I just want to live in the country. Ma'am, I own Wi-Fi. This relationship has an expiration date. And let me say this clearly. I have nothing against single mothers. Nothing at all. But when you click on Facebook and every background photo got kids in it, it starts feeling like a silent pandemic nobody wants to talk about. We all want to talk about God. We all want to talk about blessings. But nobody wants to talk about the evil totality of how things actually operate now. How broken decisions stack quietly. How consequences multiply. How accountability went out for milk and never came back. You see an attractive woman, you click her Facebook, and boom, kids as the background photo. I already know what happened. The baby daddy somewhere laughing like, I did my part. Good luck, gentlemen. He not stressed. He retired. Meanwhile, you scrolling like, so, am I dating her or joining a carpool? It's rough in these streets. Then there's Static S. I thought she was a good friend until my therapist said, why does she guilt people into doing what she wants? And everything slowed down. Because how am I driving you around, paying for food, listening to your problems, while I have my own problems, and somehow I'm selfish? And here's the funniest part. She complains about dating culture in America, complains about the food too, but she is about 80% of the issue. Because how you mad at American food while eating burgers, pizza, and ice cream like you collecting Pokemon? I gotta catch 'em all. You can't be mad at the system while living inside the system with extra cheese. That math is not mathing. And let me say this, I don't put people's business out there, never have. But I will say if someone impacted me positively or negatively. And the reason nobody ever has anything to say back, because they know one thing about me. I'm always 100% honest. Not loud, not messy, just accurate. So there's really nothing to argue with. And maybe that's why everybody hates Reese. Not because he's a villain, but because he keeps showing up expecting people to be decent, which, apparently, is asking a lot in 2026. But it's cool. I'll figure it out eventually. And if not, I'll be right back up here talking about it. And if not, at least I'll have more material.